everyone, I'm back at it again with another topic video inspired by the bestie Taylor, and you guys will meet her soon enough. Now ladies, there should not be excuses for this, but in all actuality I have some really good ones. I mean, I think, at least, because in the moment I thought that they were good. And for those of you who don't know what a lab is, a lab is what you get when you read between the lines of little and boy. Little boy. So, lab can also mean Labrador, like dog, because there it is. So if you're a lab out there and you're watching this, no big ups to you because you're trifling. Anyway, let's get into this. There's one. Do I need to explain any more? No. So there's that one reason. There's another reason. We're trying to get over the last dude that didn't work. We're trying to distract ourselves from thinking about homeboy who ain't thinking about us. Number 3, boredom. You ever get bored? You ever just want to text somebody? You ever just want a good morning text? You ever just want to see what's happening out there in the dating world? And to be honest, I relate to the regular reasons. I'm not going to say which ones, one more than the other, but that's all you need to know. Anyway, first, I misplaced my worth. Y'all, I was walking around all confident. Homegirl slipped out my pocket and fell into his. And I'm like, so you was just going to leave me and not even like write a letter? Y'all, she ain't even write a letter. When I first started dealing with this one particular lab, well, I would say the most important lab of them all. When I first started dealing with him, I was a young girl, y'all. I was like 19. Homegirl was like, he is fine and he shows me attention. And yeah, so we were friends too. So not only did I misplace my worth, but I was deep with my friend. I was vulnerable and I was talking out my problems with him, and I felt like I could trust him. And all those feelings just flowed, and they were there before we even crossed the line. Like, when we were friends, I was like, I really like him. Like, he could be my future if he would just love me. So 19-year-old me caught these strong feelings that still drag on almost to today. They're not as strong, thank the Lord, that I can detach a little. But, you know, when you got that built, that foundation, you feel like you can go to infinity and beyond with homeboy. He also ran game on me. I can't take all the blame about misplacing my worth and being young and foolish because, you know, after we had went our separate ways and taken some time apart and I had dated someone in between, that's lab number 2. We'll get to him. Yeah. So recently, homeboy ran some game on me so strong, y'all. So strong. And I did not realize it was game until like the following week. Like, in the moment, I was like, this is so sweet. Oh my God. That's really how I felt, though. I was like, y'all, homeboy is like so sweet. He finally got it together. We spent some time apart. He knows he loves me. We're gonna do this. Y'all, homeboy played a song or 2 or 3 or 4 in the car with me. We're riding around. We're talking, catching up on old times. How was your school year? How was college? How is life? Fire and Desire by Drake. I don't know if y'all hip, and I know a Drake song should not be what like enters into my heart and tells me a message from his heart to mine, but it did. And then we had the song Redemption, which I over listened to both of them and made up a story in my head, which I'm pretty sure was saying that he loved me. He just wanted to know that he still had it, you know? So after over listening to those songs all week, waiting to hear from him, oh, maybe like, oh, it was good catching up with you, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like I was saying, I know I'm not the only one because I played Fire and Desire on my Snapchat, or one of my friends had, and I commented. She's from New Orleans. We just randomly came across each other. So this girl all the way in New Orleans tells me, well, I was like, yo, this boy played it for me and I can't stop listening to it. And she's like, yeah, this boy did too. I was like, yo, I thought he was like ready to like, you know, stop playing games with me. And she was like, yeah. She was like, this dude did the same thing to me, blah, blah, blah. So, ladies, moral of the story is, watch out. Guys are running game. Well, no. Labs are running game on us using the song Fire and Desire by Drake. And Drake, you helping them. I'm done. Okay, y'all. Let's get into lab number 2. Y'all, this one is a very special lab. This lab met my family, y'all. I let him meet my family. So, we start off the year together. We actually, I think in November, I had decided let's try, because 2 years ago we dated, and after like 2 months, I felt like he was moving fast. He was ready for a relationship, and I just wasn't. I was about to go away to school because I spent 2 years at home at community college, and then I was like, I'm about to go away to school. I'm about to like really be experiencing new things. I don't think this is what I want, and I verbalized that. I was honest. And yeah, so then in November I was like, let me try, because we had remained in contact. We checked on each other, we communicated, and you know, I felt like we were friends, we were cool. So I was like, let me see, he's a really decent dude. He would take good care of me. He would treat me the way a man should. But I was mistaken. Like, yeah. So we date, goes great. We go on dates when I come home from school. We kick it. I met his mom and his sister, so I'm like, oh yeah, this could be legit. He meets my family. I'm like, y'all, when I bring somebody to my family, that means like I see true potential. It's not no play around here. So it was even harder with this one because I feel like I got played in front of my family. I'm like, they looking for you at the next event. My nieces are like, so where's Auntie's friend?
Where's Auntie's friend?
We actually, around Valentine's Day 2 years ago, I told him, you know, let's just be friends. I'm about to go away to school. I gotta focus. This Valentine's Day we go to celebrate. He drives all the way to my school, 2 hours away. He spends the night, we kick it, we enjoy the cute stuff of being together overnight, and we, you know, go out to eat, go to dinner, and he leaves early. He leaves Saturday night instead of Sunday morning. Mind you, Sunday is Valentine's Day, and Monday was a holiday, so he had off work. So I'm like, okay. So I'm not understanding. So I verbalized that I'm frustrated and I don't understand why you rolling out when Valentine's Day is tomorrow. He gives me a bunch of excuses.
Oh, Valentine's Day, just another day. Oh, I just wanted to go home.
So yeah, it just wasn't adding up to me. So I got frustrated and I got a little emotional. So we had an emotional conversation. It was our first of the kind. So he probably was like, yo, she's really emotional. So yeah, that happened. And the next day, Valentine's Day, he tells me,
Let's just be friends, like, you know, because obviously I don't want to hurt you no more than I already have.
blah, blah, blah. That nonsense. In other words, I'm not going to be the man you want me to be. I ain't ready. Whatever he was going through. Then he was all, I don't want a girlfriend. And like I just got all these excuses. But I'm like, okay. So I take it. After calling and having a conversation and him being like, yo, I gotta go. And I was like, dang, on Valentine's Day, I gotta experience a breakup on Valentine's. Y'all, that was the worst breakup ever. So I was like dealing with that this Valentine's Day. And yeah, so for him to just dip out, I was like frustrated. I was confused. Yeah. So that's what happened with that lab. In other words, ladies, if you run across a lab and you see the red flags early, listen. We should have seen the red flags, but the fact that we didn't is a whole nother story. So anyway, be careful, ladies. Don't let the labs keep you down, because there are some grown men out there that are gonna love us. So yeah, those are my major 2 of the year. 2K16, 2 labs. Not looking for a third, so if you a lab, don't come around here. Please and thanks. Bye, y'all. Be blessed.